G'day, my name's Ken. Welcome to Let Them Trade. Another interesting little game about building a whole bundle of cities and letting them trade. We've already started with one. We have the capacity to build 3 more. But I only played a little bit of this, about 15 or so minutes. I gathered the idea is to let things specialize. So there is space to expand. Your job as the ruler is to essentially protect people. Right? So we got a provisioner and a researcher. This guy already has a sawmill and a lumberjack and a peasant home, so we are going to give him one more peasant home. We're going to give him some potatoes. And there we go. He is now capped on buildings. Can be upgraded to get more buildings. But for the most part, this guy's just going to be our lumber. Yeah, he does have 1 potato. But that won't be his resource of doing, as it were. We're going to put another one over here. We're going to give him 2, and then we're going to just load him up with potatoes. Right, I'm figuring we might just do 1 logging camp, because these things do take logs to build. So that will quickly start up. This guy's going to be in charge of potatoes. We are going to unlock a few more resources and go from there to begin with. In the meantime, let's start with some research. Alright, we've got some things already unlocked. I would like to get a quarry going, followed by a sheep farm, followed by a fishery. These are going to be our next 3 towns. In fact, we might even do a double up. So the potato guy may end up doing our tools. Or just build another town close by. So you're wondering how I pay for all this, right? Well, you can pilfer coin from them, and they're quite happy to give it to you. Which is nice. I do like that. But in the meantime, we're going to set up another town. One less thing for them to spend money on. We are going to give them a road straight into town. There we go. That will not be enough potatoes for the entire town, which means they will need to trade for them. Specifically with Staffen. Staffen has a crapload of potatoes. And then, our next one, I think is going to be... This is going to be a doubler, right? So we're going to do 2 here. So they're going to have potatoes, and they're going to have wool. Right, so that's 1 of each. Thinking even maybe, because they're going to have 5, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of these guys gives 2 peasants. I've got 4 peasants. You require 2, you require 2. That'll be fine for now. Right. So he will trade out his wool. Honestly, let's double up on that. I don't know if we need the fish yet. I think fish is like a particular resource for use in something else. Other things that need doing is you can move your knight around to go and hunt bandits. We don't have any yet. They are, funnily enough, named characters. So that's good. We're going to ramp up the amount of provisions that we're yoinking. He has researched everything, so I'm going to go with a light barracks and an advanced provisioner. We are then going to get ourselves some urban development and some speed for our logistics network. Urban development basically allows me to build more towns. When that happens, we will be taking the fish off Thornbury, moving across, moving probably up here, and fishing. These guys will just become wool. Then once that's also done, we can then have a wheat town full of wheat. In the meantime, I believe it's time for Dawnbury to upgrade, because he is going to need to expand out this way. That's iron. It doesn't help me. Oh, very well then. I need to be connected. Anyway, they need wood. They haven't prayed for it. So far, these are all pretty balanced. These guys are going to need stone. I now have a light barracks, which means my ability to fight bandits is ever greater. So Alduin only has 4 of 6, so I'm going to send him back to the castle. He's going to stock up. We do have a bandit. He's currently at large. Now that we have garnered all the support we need, he is clearly not that way. So as we travel the roads, we will eventually find the bandits' hideout and we'll go fight them. Oh, there he is. Do that by moving in there. It'll be a series of dice rolls depending on the combat power of your troops and or theirs. Yoink. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to point out the timer up here. As we trade, the banditry increases. So we'll need to stay on top of that. There is a cooldown timer, 5 minutes, on the ability to pinch coin. He is... Okay, so yeah, he's upgraded to number 2 now, so I'm going to increase the amount of wood that he will farm out. He is almost there. He just needs some planks. You are also requiring the plankage. So I get the feeling that our sawmill isn't really keeping up. That we don't have any. So maybe that extra was a bad idea. Let's remove that, because that should then... That's 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and I've got 2, 4... 6. Yeah. And let's yoink coin from him. That keeps e-cash flow at a nice, healthy positive. Say their traders are overloaded. We are going to be able to help with that pretty soon. That's 2, 4, 6, and I've got 2, 3, 4. Three of... Don't know the peasant. We'll encourage that growth. need to move him across. He's coming. He just needs planks. So it is for you. This requires the tools, though. So I'm going to have that as the priority. Because the more that we can get out, yeah. Right, our research queue is slowly going. We have the advanced provisioner on the way. Tavern, I believe, is just for happiness. But this is what you do. You build the cities, monitor the resources, monitor for bandits, which we have another again. In the green town, it's up here. So we need to move our knight over. Here he comes, full steam ahead. There it is. Get him. I haven't been paying attention to the timer. That's the bounty. Alright, we can stay out a little bit longer. But Starfin is our Potates, so Little Miss Potates I think is going to want an upgrade. Get me. Ooh, Dawnberry upgraded. That's good. Means I can move this across the river. It's a little far. Honestly, thinking maybe we should have another town. Impassable Mountains. Starfin has upgraded to a village as well. There's another space for some trees there, but I don't want to undercut this guy's like ability to do stuff. Yeah, it requires the tools. Okay. Either way, I'm going to pinch from you, and from you. You have all the wool. Everybody wants wool. Apparently you don't have any wool, which is wild, given that it's just up the road. You're not producing enough. When adjacent to a mountain tile. That's pretty dope. Okay, can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. And cannot do anything here. Urban development is done, which means we now have the ability to make another one. What are we currently a little bit low on? Let's see. Stone, we've got plenty of. I'm thinking he's doing fine on wool. Dedicated fish. Rivenspire is going to be very limited, unfortunately. And workers have been unlocked, which means I can now start doing things like pools. Nope, we have another bandit. Black Bart is currently at large. Let's see. Let's mosey on up here, see if he is on that way. Nope. Alright, let's come back. Some interesting little town there too. There he is. Fight. Nailed it. Right. It may actually be time for us to get a second night as well. But I'm going to want the stonemaker and the charcoal burning. So that is everything in there that I want. So I'll do the rounds on the taxes. Mr. Green with the wool. Yes. Riven Spire needs literally everything. Unfortunately, I may have screwed that town over by placing it so far up. May have been better to place it on the other side. Oh well. He is going gangbusters. I will need some workers. Let's place a worker on this one, and that is a toolsmith. We have a clay deposit in the middle, so thankfully I believe we are upgrading that. Right. What's our market shortfall right now? Planks. I think it might be time to just ditch that in favor of a sawmill. They can buy their food. We do have a decent amount. That means there's a bit of a downward. Oh, it's going back up again. Right, I now have a second knight as well, so he can go over to here, and other boy can go. Very well. Blue guy is winning. Let's just return him so he can restock up on provisions and such. We do have 22 knights of 22 infantrymen available. I'm thinking that. So what are you? You are purely for potatoes, aren't you? Yes, all about that potato. You do require fish and wool, though. Those are overloaded, so let's start with that then. Yes. Let's start another town over here. Okay, we're gonna want to do at least one peasant with one of those. I'm gonna want a worker with a charcoal kiln. I am going to make up potatoes. And another peasant. That'll do us for now. This guy is needing to do the priority on... Oh! This guy needs a lot of stuff. They're gonna want beer, apparently. We're going to have a massive shortage on charcoal. Where did my wheat... Did I build a wheat one? Nope, you're sheep. And you are potato. So maybe it's time for a wheat farm. So we can get some bread going. And then it will queue up the coal mine and the clay as well as tailoring, because I do believe I saw a demand for that as well. Must be time to roll through and go far. Hey, Mr. My shit's overloaded. Doesn't look like it. Anyway, our charcoal. Oh, it does? Is that workers? Yes, that is workers. Yeah. Cool. 2 more minutes and then I can pull from you. Wool apparently is in very high demand, as are planks. We've also apparently managed to get ourselves another bandit. Oh. He did himself a disappear, which means he's around here somewhere. And found him. Too easy. We're going to send Landor down there. Alduin is... stick around here again. And we need to yoink some more from you. He'll make it back pretty quickly. Hey, Rivenspire is doing a really, really good job. They now also have a coal mine. So I am going to give them a worker and a coal mine. This will probably give them more money to the point that is not going to be going so well. We do have now clay. So I'm going to want some more of that. You are already at max. That takes 10 wood, makes 8 coal. You generate every 17 seconds at 14. Did you just up? You did. Cool. Right. In the meantime, Starfin is going to get another food source. Requires bricks though, which is, I believe, going to cost us some research. Brick making, and then the mill, and then the bakery. In fact, while we are here, Let's also queue up the gold mine and the iron mine, because that means that autosave with Inspire is going to get some more stuff. In the meantime, we have automatically defeated a villain. He is wanted for armed conflict and loitering. So let us mosey our way back on over here. We've not yet discovered him. It's disappointing. These guys are doing a rip-roaring trade on fish. So I might upgrade that to... Hey, we found it. Nice. Alrighty. Let's send in Alduin. But on that note, it's time for us to end this episode. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you enjoy this game, I would recommend it. I'm enjoying myself immensely. So, but I leave that up to you. So for now, thank you all for watching. And I will see you in the next episode.